It's been 1 year since Cathy Yanni took over as trustee of the Fire Victim Trust, and in an Action News Now exclusive, Chloe Curtis sat down with Yanni, and in a meeting this was between the trust and several fire survivors. So Chloe, what can you tell us?
Well, I can say several people who attended, including fire survivors and local leaders, felt it was a productive meeting, getting updates on how much PG&E stock was sold, where pro rata payments stand, and what more needs to be done for campfire survivors in our community.
As far as payments go, do you think the trust will hit 100%?
It's very difficult to say because we still have all this stock to sell. And we still have people who haven't gotten initial payments.
This month marks 3 years since the trust came into existence and 1 year since Cathy Yanni formally took over as trustee. At this time last year, the trust had issued just 67% of determination notices. Now it's up to 97%. Yanni's priority now, processing the rest of the claims by the end of this year.
And we're going to continue to be as transparent as we can, but when I took over, I heard that message loud and clear.
Part of that transparency includes letting fire victims know where the sale of PG&E stock stands. At its inception, more than 470 million shares of stock were transferred to the trust. That number now much lower.
We sold 60 million shares yesterday, so that's why we're down to 67 million.
Here's a look at the progress. About 230 million shares of PG&E stock were sold in 2022, and about 180 million so far this year, including 60 million shares sold Wednesday. About 3 years ago, PG&E stock was valued at just over $9, and now it's nearly doubled. The sale of PG&E stock was worth about $900 million, each share going for about $17.50. As more stock is sold, it begs the question, how will it impact pro rata payments, currently at 60%, with 40% yet to be paid to fire victims?
Do you foresee that number going up before the end of the year?
I don't know about before the end of the year, but it's definitely going up. It depends on how fast we sell the stock and how soon we resolve the cases that are still not resolved, the ones that are in reconsideration and maybe on appeal. So when we get those two groups settled, plus sell the stock, we'll be in a much better position to know about what further distribution we can make.
Some campfire survivors like Randy and Carol Ann Bullock say they have yet to receive $1 of settlement money.
We don't even have a number.
So you don't even know what you're getting?
No, it could be $2 or it could be $200,000. We have no idea.
They say communication from their attorney has been less than ideal and that they're still waiting to see a determination notice.
It's important to know financially where you're at and what you can commit to and what you cannot.
Other survivors, like Curves Paradise owner Jenny Harris, says the claims process has been bumpy for her too.
It's our life, our livelihood. That's definitely a really important factor in this whole thing. We've been victimized already, and to have our lawyers victimize us further is just wrong.
The Bullocks, Harris, and several others brought their concerns about attorney-client communication to the trust at a meeting Thursday. Yanni says she's listening, but at the end of the day has no jurisdiction over the attorneys.
Other than asking them on specific claims to move this claim along or that claim along, I don't have any jurisdiction over the attorneys' issues. Those are contracts between the attorneys and their clients, most of which were entered into before the trust even existed.
She says it's a small percentage of victims' attorneys, but hopes some of the changes rolled out on July 1st will help mitigate some issues regarding accepting claims and getting survivors the money they deserve and are owed.
You get one extension if on a determination notice, and if you file for reconsideration, you get one extension on reconsideration. So that's my way of trying to stop all these extensions everywhere and just kind of get it on a straight path.
Yanni says less than 1% of claims have been appealed and that it's her hope to not only have all claims processed by the end of this year, but by the end of 2024 that all payments will be wrapped up as well.
It's got to be frustrating for a lot of people, and I guess about 88% of people have accepted their settlement. To date, about $9.8 billion has been paid to survivors, with payments rolling out of the 15th and 30th of every month. Yeah, good job. Interesting. Thanks, Chloe.
Thanks, Alan.